Welcome to the 90 Mo podcast.
Sir.
I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
If you could, introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
What's going on, Chicago? What's going on, viewers? America. I'm Danny Twelvetree. I go by Twelvy for short. It's your boy. I'm here in the flesh with 290 Mo. Let's get it.
How you feeling, man? How your day been?
I'm having a ball, man. I'm enjoying myself out here, man.
That's what's up.
Balling.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So I'm definitely glad to have some of your time, man. That's some of the most valuable things that we have. That's why you try to take it from us. So if you don't mind, I don't know how familiar you are with my work, but I like to get as much as a full story as we can in this little bit of time.
Let's make it happen.
So if you don't mind, where you from? Where you grew up?
Southeast side. East side crazy. 79th Jeffrey to be exact. Yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But I've been all around the world, man. Chicago, Illinois, you know what I'm saying? Just
for sure.
Doing what I can.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
What was it like coming up on the east side for you?
Oh, man. I mean, you can imagine. Like, I'm sure you've heard of the east side.
Yeah, for sure.
For various reasons. Yeah, it's famous for a lot of reasons. Some that ain't necessarily always positive. But, I mean, growing up was cool. Like, walking to school, I was school St. Michael's. You know, growing up, seeing areas of like where Kanye used to grow up, where his grandmother used to stay. You know, we got artists, G Herbo, Bump J, and them, all types of people from the east side. Seeing how they moved and shit, it was very like, I want to say inspiring, but it was, you got to be careful too at the same token. Cause I mean, then you get into politics, you get into gang wars, you get into, I mean, turf wars and shit like that, especially growing up in the 90s, so, yeah.
With you being a young person coming up in this environment and around this stuff, what was your aspirations like? You know what I'm saying? What did you inspire to be? You know what I'm saying, at that time?
For me, I was huge into sports. So, like, my pops played soccer, you know, on the semi-pro level and stuff like that. So, for me, like, I kind of kept always busy trying to mimic him, but not really because I was extremely rebellious. But, and, you know, my parents are Haitian, too. So, American shit we wasn't really into. So, I was kind of exploring on my own with my peers, like friends and shit. So, a lot of times we get caught in, like, you know, knucklehead shit, where niggas is gang banging and shit like that. I don't really know if we supposed to be cursing on here, but it is.
So I'm feel too.
All right, cool. We letting freedom ring then. You know what I'm saying? At times you find yourself in peculiar situations where, you know what I'm saying, you didn't really vision that. So a lot of my inspiration just came from, you know, obviously my parents, but like, you know, just normal shit growing up on the east side of Chicago. Like, you watch Kobe Bryant on television, you see the artists before you, rappers, entertainers, actors, that type shit. So yeah.
Now, how much did being Haitian, you know what I'm saying, impact like your everyday in the urban community? Like, did people like know that you guys were Haitian, or?
Oh, not even. Motherfuckers thought we was African. Like, from the rip, like the accent to everything was just like, yo, yeah, you just African, basically. Like, niggas was making jokes about flutes and shit. Like, it was funny, but, you know, it kind of showed, like, how ignorant niggas is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas really be fucked up because they don't really know what the fuck is going on. So, you know, obviously growing up, you get to appreciate it a little bit more, like your name. Like, I usually just tell people my government name, but I tell them the shorter part of my government name as opposed to, like, the full part. So.
For sure. So also, you know what I'm saying, coming up, I know, like, it's two different cultures, you know what I'm saying, between Haitian and American, you know what I'm saying? So in your household, was it we Haitian and that American stuff is second, or was it try to become American? Like, what was it like in the household?
I mean, yeah, the dynamic was exactly what you said. Like, a lot of it is like, you know, you want to learn these principles first because you this, and, you know, then second, you black in America. You know what I mean? So it's like you this, but then also you got another curveball because you gotta overcome this shit. You know what I mean? So it was interesting, but I think like it's pros and cons to it too. Obviously, as you know, some of y'all know, like a lot of, you know, foreign black people, when they come here, they got a different mindset. They're kind of like almost like serious about certain shit. You know, where, you know, maybe the common black American maybe not so much. And, you know, obviously that's systemic, right? I mean, they got a lot. We can be here all day with that shit. I mean,
that's another episode.
Yeah, that's a whole other episode. So that type shit. But I mean, I never really identified myself other than, you know, just the Haitian nigga. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I am what I am. But yeah, the dynamic was exactly that. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what about like some other cultural things that we might not know? You know what I'm saying? As ignorant Americans, put parentheses around it. But like as far as the music, the diet, was all that, you know what I'm saying, different coming up as well?
Oh yeah, my family was huge in the South Side. Like, you know what I mean? The sounds of zouk, compa, reggae, you know what I mean? Different sounds of the Caribbean, still in the Latin America and stuff like that. They weren't really big on hip hop, and I think that's probably why I kind of gravitated towards hip hop, especially growing up. They hated it for real, for real. But um, but yeah, you know, those are the sounds we would listen to on a regular for the most part. I mean, R&B was cool because they didn't really curse as much, but just about anything that didn't curse was cool. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's where I was at with it. And then after that, I just, you know, I went on a limb and became my own, you know, cursing hip hop artist, musician slash whatever. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
We definitely gonna get into that. So,
Oh yeah, for sure.
so leading up to that, you know what I'm saying? You say OG was playing what they was listening to. What, you know what I'm saying? What were you know what I'm saying, becoming a fan of, like when you turned on the MTVs and stuff? Like who was you listening to?
Yeah, man, I was a super hip hop head, boom bap shit. Nas, it's my favorite artist. Nas, AZ, when they did The Firm, that's when I really just started like gravitating towards like poetry, really, because I felt like it was like one and the same. Actually, it is, but you know, like really, then you really saw like how other styles weren't even close to what hip hop was doing with words. I say, yo, this shit different. Like, you know what I mean, so that was super cool. I think my first ever CD was Speaker Box, was it by Outkast or something? I think so. That was the first ever CD I ever purchased. And also rock music. I mean, those were the two joints I was listening to. That was crazy. So I had a Korn CD and I had an Outkast CD. But you know, my uncle, he'd come around. He was really tapped in. He was younger than on my father's side, and he would listen to Nas. He had Nas lost tapes. He had these lost, you know, cassettes and shit like that. And that's like when it first piqued my interest, and then I kind of just went on a binge and like studied the shit. So. I mean, yeah, and then I throw my sisters in there too because they were super Nas heads. So yeah.
So you said OG no one fucking with them with the
no,
rap shit. So was it like you went in the room and closed the door and you bought the CD and ain't tell nobody? What was it like? Was it like you only listen to that outside this house? Like what?
Essentially, yeah, like you know, in the privacy of whatever the fuck you got going on, like. I was listening to that type of shit on their computers, giving the shit viruses, using LimeWire, Napster, all types of shit. We was going crazy. And they be like, why are you downloading this shit? You fucking up my computer. All types of crazy shit. And then, you know, eventually I was able to get my own shit to where we didn't have to, you know, that didn't have to be an issue. But yeah, they was really upset about, you know, that aspect because they didn't feel like it was very religious. You know, I mean, my parents ain't super religious, but they felt they had a close relationship with God, so they didn't feel like that was that. They felt like we was doing the devil's work, and I'm like, fuck all that.
You ain't tell moms that.
Oh hell no. We used to get hit with everything, nigga, switches, wires, brooms, whatever they can get close to. We was getting smacked with it. Shit was crazy. Yeah, for sure.
So you mentioned poetry.
Yeah.
So you get into poetry. How necessary do you get into that? Because on the east side of Chicago, as a young brother, that ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying, too popular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd say a lot of it came from really, you know, just listening to music and, you know, being a fan first. And it wasn't until I got to high school, I went to Holy Trinity out west, actually. Right out there, like Division and Cleaver. And, you know, my best friend at the time, Joe Lindsay, he was nice with the pen. He was nice with the bars and shit. So lunchroom shit, niggas beating on the table, making beats with pens, scratching and whatnot. We just start doing this thing where we freestyled every day. And I think that's really when I was like, oh, these niggas is spitting. I really got to write some shit. And I think that's really when it turned the tide for me. I was a fan first, and then I was like, all right, I want to classify myself as a poet because this is what my contemporaries doing. This is what my niggas doing, right? So from there, you know, I just took that shit serious. Like, I was putting pen to paper. I was remembering rhymes. I was printing rhymes on the computer, then printing them out. Typing rhymes and then printing them out. I was printing lyrics of people's songs and studying them shits. Like, it was crazy. And to this day, actually, not to this day, I never really learned how to, like, properly structure bars. Like, I was just flowing. And everything, I was like, I made it fit. Like, I wasn't writing two beats. I was writing just because off the top, like in poetry style. And then it wasn't until maybe like 3 or 4 years ago where I was like, all right, this is really how you count bars. This is really how you do shit. So, even now, I'm still a student of the game, seeing where the times is at, seeing what niggas is doing, what work. We just working, bro. That's a fact.
Now, during this transition, is anybody seeing this? Is you sharing this transition with anybody, any friends, family, or is this just all personal?
Just the guys, just the homies. Like, obviously, bro knew. Then I got. That's really it. Honestly, ain't nobody really know I was super nice with the bars until later. Like, like ain't nobody really know I was that cold until I really took it seriously. But that shit came over time. So
what does taking it serious look like?
So really putting your money where your mouth is. Really investing in yourself, right? Like buying the equipment, reaching out to people, um, you know, taking flights to meet people, setting up meetings, payola, all types of shit. Anything you gotta do really to put yourself front and center that's taking it seriously. And even then, right now, like this is what I'm still doing, right? I'm still out here, even though niggas working. Niggas got other shit going on. Niggas got kids and shit like that. Not me personally, but niggas do. You know how it is. No matter how busy you get,
lucky little nigga, man.
no matter how busy you get, my nigga, you always gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day, right? So, that's just the circumstance. And we just blessed to do it, my nigga. We here. You know what I mean?
For sure. So, do you remember the exact instance where you like, I'm finna take it serious? Like, was it a specific event that happened? Somebody was like, Joe, you stay doing this shit. You need to do this shit. Like, what made you put your money where your mouth is?
It was 2015. I used to record at Classic Studios. My engineer at the time was Headache. But I remember always coming out there and shit. Obviously Chance Rapper that was around the time Chance was very big, and at Classics, Vic Mensa. A lot of the guys was coming through Classic Studios working with Chris. And it was good to see that type of energy, you know what I mean? The spot that I was at too. So that was super inspirational. And that wasn't my first time coming across those people's paths. Like I've always been there with them niggas. Even the open mics at U Media, at the Harold Washington Library and shit. Or, with Saba, John Doe, Alex Wiley there, Lucky, all types of people, right? So this is the time where it's like, this is a new renaissance of music in Chicago too. Obviously Chief keep doing what he doing and shit like that. The 300 niggas, all type of shit. So really just seeing everybody around me work the same. You know what I mean? Everybody's doing the same shit. Maybe not in the same spot, but at the same time, I was like, all right, no, nigga, we can really do this shit. And for me, I'm super competitive. Like, I always feel like my pen's stronger than everybody's. It's true. But that's another story. That's another episode. But anyway, that's really what piqued my... I'm like, yo, I'm going to take this shit to the next level for real.
So was you still in school when you took it to the next level?
Yeah, so I was... Not really. I wasn't really in school. I was like in and out. I think I had came back because I went to Eastern Illinois my first year of college. And I came back and I was doing like community college shit, just, taking the classes to finish my education and shit like that. But I don't think it was at that time in 2015. I think 2015 I was just working. I used to work at Chase. I used to work at the bank and shit like that. Yeah, so.
$100 a day. Sure, ain't never going on that.
It's crazy, bro. It's tough times over there. Yeah, so I was doing shit like that, and then the music shit, because I had all this free time, being creative, whatnot. Yeah. Yeah.
So you back from Eastern, you know what I'm saying? You bumping around the community colleges, but now you doing music.
Yeah.
What is your parents' response to this newfound
They ain't
profession?
even heard the shit till... It ain't really heard the shit till later. That's when, you know, and they really got mad or whatever the case may be. It wasn't probably like until like 2 or 3 years after that. But it was like this nigga cursing on the internet. It was like, you know what I mean? It was like a Eureka moment for them because they was like, damn, we lost this nigga. Like we lost this nigga to the streets and shit. And you know what I mean? A lot of that is true, but you know, to no avail, they didn't really know like they didn't really see my vision in the shit. Like nobody ever see your vision, right? Nobody see what you. They just try to like not really instill fear.
It's not the norm.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
I want to be a cop or a little doctor.
Doctor and shit, which is what a lot of foreign parents want niggas to be. I gotta change that. But yeah, so shit like that, outside of shit like that, they ain't not really rocking with that, your vision. So the vision was that they didn't really see how serious I was or heard how serious it was even in the music until like they started hearing it from other people. It wasn't until other people was like, nah, this nigga cold. Like, no, he really nice. Like, then they was like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? And it was like, all right, cool. Just do your thing. Just don't be stupid, whatever the case may be.
So with having, you know what I'm saying, it sounds like a good background, you know what I'm saying, and some loving parents. Does that ever affect your creative process in any way? Like, do you ever be like, I'm gonna not say this or do that just because of moms or pops?
Not even. I mean, really, I got no filter. You know what I mean? And I feel like we all got struggles. You know what I mean? So we all got content. You know what I mean? So it ain't like niggas gotta come from nothing to produce content. Now, granted, I didn't come from silver spoon shit either. You know what I'm saying? But my parents did well. They stuck together, made the relationship work. Cool. You know what I mean? As it should be, right? Stick by your kids, stick by your fam. But at the end of the day, you know, a lot of the content that I put out is family driven. It's family driven. It's relationship driven. So it actually helped kind of catapult my content. So, and then, you know, all the nigga shit I talk about is just, you know, me doing dumb shit in the past, me being with the homies or whatever the case may be, the gang. And, you know, that's about it.
Getting back to the music, I want to talk about your creative process a little bit.
Yeah.
You mentioned, you know what I'm saying, having a passion for poetry early on. Once you start making music and you even mentioned that you not necessarily knew how the correct way to do it. Where are you getting the information from moving forward? You know what I'm saying? Is it just strictly bumping elbows in the studio? Like, where are you learning? You know what I'm saying? You're taking it serious, so now you need to know these things. Like, where are you getting this information from?
A lot of it was, you know, just seeking the knowledge. I mean, the internet wave was kind of huge, so a lot of this shit you could just search. But then, like, I really just started hearing this shit. Like, you could really just hear when to stop. Like, I didn't really know when to stop writing until I, like, rehearsed while I was writing with the song or some shit. Like, if I wrote a beat, if I wrote to a beat, eventually when I did start doing that, I would just know when to stop because the beat would change. Or something, you know, a hi-hat, a snare, something would be an indication. So it's like, all right, cool. And then I'm like, okay, well, this is an 8 bar. This is a 16. It's 10. It's 12. Whatever the case may be. And then I started doing research. It's like I did everything backwards, to be honest with you. I just jumped in, ran through the motherfucking wall, and then came out like, damn, I never really learned what the fuck I was supposed to do. And then when I went back, I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense. Because I've been doing it for so long, and I didn't really notice it type shit. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, still talking about your creative process. Who would you say you create for? Like who could relate to what you putting out?
Man, I mean, I would say everybody, to be honest with you. I think we all got similarities and shit, right? Dealing with women, dealing with niggas, dealing with, you know, family, friends, whatever, dealing with ops, I mean, it's something similar in every sound that I do, and I try to be diverse in it. Like, one time I might do like an R&B joint. I might songwrite and be like, nah, this need a girl on it. Ask the girl to come sing the chorus or whatever. You know what I mean? Send reference tracks to her. She'd be like, yeah, this really speak to me. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. You know, write some shit for the homies where it's some profound shit about, you know, some street shit. They might be like, oh, nigga, this it right here. And, you know, for me, like I had a bunch of guys back in the day, like in and out of jail or, you know what I'm saying, or passed away, unfortunately, RIP. You You know what I mean? Like how niggas do. Like, and you got people that find themselves in, you know, unfortunate circumstances and shit. Then you got niggas who's on the straight and narrow. Some niggas who just get money. Some niggas who, you know, so I think it's diverse. So I make music for everybody. I don't necessarily like classifying my genre either. Um, I just I like to call myself the hip hop Shang song. Like I'm always like changing, and I'm always like taking different elements of people's shit and making it mine.
I like that. That's
You know what I
how
mean?
somebody just asked me this about something like how you
Yeah.
learn new stuff about the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
they stealing shit. So if I see somebody doing, not stealing, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know,
If I see somebody doing some shit, I'll go investigate. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
If you got a
but
new
that's how you
camera or
learn.
something, I go see. You know what I'm saying.
That's the only way niggas learn. Like I think, even to you know, this is off topic, but the reason why Drake's so big is also the reason why niggas hate him now. You know what I mean? Because it's like he a vulture, but it's like the nigga got so big because he got so good at that. So
Yeah, for
not
sure.
to say niggas want to be Drake. It's just
No, for sure, man.
it's the similarity.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So and like with music is highly subjective, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got their own different style, what they like, what they listen to. When you making music, is it necessarily, you know what I'm saying, you already said it's Shane Sean. So do you be
Yeah.
like, I gotta have one for the radio, I gotta have one for the ladies, I gotta have one for the guys, or it's just a vibe, and if it happens to be one for the guys, that's just where it is. If it
Yeah, I don't ever really be trying to like focus in on making shit for specific people or groups. I think I want to say I really just started doing that as of late. Like my last project, things I should have said is, you know, it's a little bit more soft. It's more relationship driven. Um, you know, where I am talking about family structure, I am talking about like relationship issues with females and shit. Um, and I think that was intentional, right? But usually when I hear a beat, it just take me to whatever it needs to. Like I never really like try to focus in on a topic or a subject. I kind of let the shit guide me. Like it sound like this or this. You know, usually like the first flow or cadence you come up with is usually like the hook in a song anyway. So you know, I just let that shit do its work, and then I'm like, all right, cool. This is what we need after that. So.
now you do attested to a few times to, you know what I'm saying, your music being related to real life situations or based off that. How much of your real life actually makes it into the music, or is it just strictly art based off these real life events?
A lot. I would say 99.9% of it. The shit be talking about be wild. Like, I be talking about some crazy shit, nigga. Like, I can't even think shit off top, but like lyrics, like bars, like full bars, I can't even think of it right now. But I said some shit about like, you know, I travel a lot, so I said some shit about like, you know, this one time I was at Soho, jumping off a pool, met up with these girls, they was twins, or met up with these girls, they were sisters, and shit like that in this other country. Like, I be, my life like that. Like, I be having a ball.
That sounds fun, man.
That shit crazy.
Kids.
That's my type of shit. Like, niggas won't even believe it. Niggas be like, this nigga crazy. But I'm just like, nah, nigga, this shit crazy. Like, some niggas do because they was there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we shared the experience, the travels and shit, and the stories. But some of this shit niggas be like, yeah, I can't believe this nigga live like this. But yeah, niggas be having ball. Like, it'd be crazy. Y'all come out with us 290.
Yeah, man, I'm with it, man. That's what I said. You talking about, hey, I used to live that life, brother, back in the day, man.
You guys pop outside, you know.
Yeah,
I'm calm down now. I used to be crazy. I used to be way worse, to be honest with you.
As long as you ain't jail crazy, we cool.
Oh, no. Not even, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely keep me posted with that, man. I want to ask you about your support system. You know what I'm saying? We talk about your OGs.
Yeah.
But I talk to a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? Not even just music, but artists in general, you know what I'm saying? Directors. They always say like their biggest supporters, their biggest fans is people they never met before a day in their life.
That's a fact.
What's your support system like? Could it be better? Is it cool? Is it a whole bunch of random motherfuckers?
I mean, you know, it's ever changing for sure. It really started off being a lot of random people. And that's really how, you know, it usually is. Like, nobody gonna support you more than a stranger. Because, you know, people see you in a different light. Like, your friends see you in a different light. Granted, they support to the fullest. I ain't gonna hold you. My niggas go crazy. But at the end of the day, the people who gonna put you to the next level, whatever the case may be, they not gonna be family. They not gonna be friends. They're gonna be total strangers. So how do you appeal to that demographic? And I think that's a lot of what we're trying to do. We always trying to appeal to different demographics and get shit going differently. So a lot of what I'm doing is like obviously traveling more, performing in different cities, trying to get back to New York and shit. That's where the people who manage me, that's where they at. Trying to perform out there, doing collabs. I've been going collab crazy. Did a joint with Young Roddy. Did a joint with Sky Zoo. Working on another joint. A few other artists in the tuck. I don't want to name drop yet, but yeah, the collabs is huge. That's really getting you out there to different artists and not different artists' fan bases and shit like that. That's how you start selling fans to Shang Tsung shit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, you the first person I ever say collabs is huge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, is it what is it? Does it always? It can't always work though, right? Like,
I wouldn't say it always work, but you gotta have the right collabs. Like for me, I think I like the artists I collab with. I'm fans of with first. I'm not just trying to collab because you hear
put y'all together.
Yeah. It ain't forced. Like these artists, like I looked up to, as a shorty, or I was listening to, like during the Currency era. I would have done a song with Currency. You know what I mean? Young Roddy was one of my favorites, definitely out of the whole Jet Life camp. So, linked up with Roddy, had my, management reach out, whatever the case may be. Roddy said, fuck it, let's do it. So we did. Definitely trying to, do some more songs with some legends and shit, especially the legends that I like. Honestly, because I feel like, for one, it's going to be too late. For two, I feel like it's beneficial now because the ticket ain't crazy.
Yeah, I be seeing
that's another thing.
Outside, Joe. I just saw Rakim around somewhere like at the Forge or some shit, Joe.
Yeah.
Like somewhere.
That shit crazy, bro.
Everybody got them all on their Instagram, like all my mutual friends and shit. I'm like, that's wild. That's Rakim.
That's Rakim, nigga. I'd love to do a song with Nas.
It's possible.
I mean, he relevant still.
Yeah, for sure.
He actually been going crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying his last album was like a major deal.
Yeah, him and Hit Boy been going crazy with him. But yeah, these are the type of artists I look up to and shit. Like I love the artists now. For one, I know the ticket is crazy to get, to do collabs with them artists unless you put out some shit in they jacket. But I don't want it to be like that. I want to be in control, kind of.
Right.
Because I put out a song and niggas hop on a remix, it kind of like force your hand, right?
Now you know the next one you're gonna have more control.
Exactly.
But I still take that one though.
Yeah. Like it puts you in a situation where you probably wasn't ready for.
Yeah.
Like financially or just like the crowd, the attention. You know what I mean? Which I wouldn't say that I'm not necessarily, but it would put you in that situation where you may not be. Like, I don't want to say no artist, but if you think of how fast what's his name? McConan came in with, going up on a Tuesday or whatever. Drake hopped on that song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes it moves too fast to where you don't have you don't really have a segue. You ain't ready.
Some of you don't have a catalog or nothing. You got probably that one song.
Exactly, which is crazy. And he had a couple songs that was decent after that, but it's just like the attention. Then you find out that rap really a business. Like,
for sure.
It's really money. Like these samples really cost. Like
the promotion,
all that shit. You be like, yo, my nigga, I just wanted to just make shit with my friends. Nigga, like,
so I'm sure
it's a fact.
Except for doing that shit with your friends. That's the only way it's free. I can have freestyle, that's free. That's
it. That's it, nigga.
Other than that, I'm sure.
You got niggas beating out your door. Yeah, you use so-and-so verse. Yeah, you said this. Oh, this so-and-so beat? Yeah, we gonna need all of it.
Exactly.
Like, bro, what?
Yeah. You use this piano on this song?
Yeah, exactly, man. Stevie Wonder right here, nigga.
Stevie Wonder, right? He blind, but he can hear, goddamn.
Yeah, exactly, nigga, yeah. Then it get spooky for sure. Yeah.
Talk to me about your peers in the industry that you're a part of. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones you see in the regular, like at the shows, bumping the elbows at the studios. What's your overall opinion on the industry? Because I already know you said you like working with
Chicago
and shit.
Chicago weird, man.
But you travel too, so let's do Chicago and do.
And then do outside the. Honestly, I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas get more love outside of the city.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It's not crazy, but it is crazy at the same time. Because it's always been like that.
It's not crazy, though.
It is crazy, though.
Because right now, if you're not drilling, it's hard to get
But
and rap.
ain't nobody really drilling though.
The biggest artist we got right now, my shorty, he drilling. Von off 1700. That's what that's what the labels want.
Yeah.
That's what the labels want because they selling
Drill, I
everything.
think drill win though. I think drill peak.
It's not necessarily drill no more.
Okay.
It's the saying the most obscene thing you can say on a beat.
Yeah.
Type thing.
That's true.
For the women and men.
Yeah, that is true. So, especially for the women.
Yeah. So
women going crazy.
I don't even know if it's drill, but it's like how the most vulgar you can be. You're gonna get on.
That's a fact though. Yeah, I say, especially with Chicago, you know, I love the artists who come out of the city, you know, rep that shit to a T. You know, put they niggas in a better situation, put their family in a better situation. I love seeing that shit. I hate when it's fueled by probably the goofy shit that we saying right now. But you know, even then, that's the spectrum. Like we say, music is a spectrum. You know, some people love it, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? I like the reward and the success that come with it. So I like seeing niggas in better situations. My relationship specifically with these people, I would say like I don't really have like so much of a personal relationship. Like I know these niggas from the scene. They know me from the scene. You know, it's like a head nod, a handshake, whatever. We just keep moving type thing. But yeah, I mean, I think for me personally, I've always been like the outcast. Because I ain't never really, I like listening to drill, but I ain't never really got into it. Like for me, I always been like in the lyrics. Like I'm a lyricist.
Yeah, me too. I like music. I like even the production side of it. Like
I'm like that type nice. Like that's what I like. That's what I aspire to.
Drums, nigga.
Yeah, them shit's crazy, nigga. The bass, you know what I mean? So 808s, even like that's the type of shit I be into. Like I like the beat, I like the drill shit. I do. I even like the lyrics. It's tee up shit. I like working out to it.
Oh, that shit.
Club into that shit. You know, you drink it, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it's just like, you know, you shake hands, it's popping, you know what I mean? So, case in point, my little brother, he went to him and her in the same grade at what school is I'm thinking about right now? Fucking oh shit, what is his name of the school? Bart, is it? Not Bart. It's fucking damn, right over there, like 75th and Jeffrey. I can't even think of the school right now.
75th, I don't know. Shit.
Yeah. Anyway, nonetheless.
Bogan?
Nah, not Bogan. Nah, Bogan. Elementary school.
Oh, no, I definitely don't know.
Michelle Obama went there, too.
I don't know elementary school.
Can't even think of it. My mom used to be a teacher there. Nonetheless, my mom's was a teacher there. My little brother and Herb in the same grade. My mom used to teach Herb's class, I think, at the time or whatever the case may be. I seen Herb at Chicago Griddle 24. And I know these niggas from being shorties, right? I'm a little older than them. I'm not super old, but I'm a little older than them. I went to a different school at the time. So, I seen bro at Griddle 24. We chopping it up. And I forgot who was standing there. Some random dude and shit was just like, he was just talking crazy. He was saying stuff like, man, you don't know so and so. And I'm like, man, this homie. They're like, this is shorty shit. Like this is back in the land or whatever. And you know, like shit like that. Like that'd be my encounter. We shake up, we talk about like, you know, my moms or whatever the case may be, and then we just keep it moving. Cause the dude, I guess who was around him, I don't know if it was his mans or whatever, but there's some nigga that was on the side. I really think it was. He was just talking kind of spicy, and the girls who he was with kind of was getting uncomfortable. So he's like, yeah, we just gonna move around or whatever the case may be. But that be my encounters with a lot of them. Chance the Rapper, he used to come up to the bank. King Louis also used to come up to the bank. I used to work on Princeton, 79th Princeton, at Chase Bank right there. Like these are the type of shit encounters I had, and then music with Chance at U Media, the open mics. Saba I ran into once upon a time. I think he moved to LA now though. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about hooping together, like shit like that. Like that be my encounters with them. I don't never do nothing like super personal with them. But so I respect them niggas, and I respect anybody else coming up, especially in the city. But I just feel like I'm on a different like music lane, which is okay. I feel like everybody.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely want to have your own lane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Less
Yeah.
crowded there.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So now that you're, you know what I'm saying, full-fledged taking it serious, are you still a consumer of music, or is it strictly, you know what I'm saying, in the lab working on your game?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. I mean, I listen to shit. I wouldn't necessarily like invest in it, like buying shit. Although I really am starting to get into vinyls now.
Yeah.
So I got my own vinyls now for my project that I just put out. Yeah. So I'm still taking orders. I'm gonna get you one. Yeah, I'm gonna get you
that bitch on the wall. You give me one.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I'm taking orders, people. Link in my bio. Things I should have said.
We're gonna check that out, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. So yeah, I want to get back into like nostalgic pieces with music and shit. So if I were to purchase music, it would be some shit like that. Like, you know, like I think the last thing I bought was probably like Tory Lane's NFT album and shit that came out, which was super dope. You know what I mean? So
my sister buying all the Ye albums on vinyl. Like she got the College Dropout, Graduate, all that shit on vinyl.
That type of shit. I want shit like that, like classic album on vinyls.
Yeah, that's dope.
I do. MF Dooms. Type shit.
Do you ever get discouraged? Do you ever be like, man, fuck this shit, I'm finna go back to Eastern and get a degree?
Hell no, nigga, fuck all that shit. I ended up going to Northeastern after. But anyway, no, fuck all that. I don't get discouraged about nothing. To be honest with you, I get up there in front of people and perform, and I don't be caring. Like, I just feel like I'm better than everybody else. Like, and I think that's probably the competitive spirit that I always had, because I've always been... Let's see, for one, I wasn't really supposed to do music. You know, growing up in a household, I kind of rebelled. Two, like, me being competitive in the sports, I've always been smaller than everybody. I always had, like, a smaller frame, I should say. So I was, like, 4'11" in high school.
Oh, yeah, that's small.
Yeah, I was small. I was playing basketball 4'11", and niggas just like, oh, yeah, we taking the ball from this nigga. So I always had to learn to, like, hit people before they hit you type shit.
Well, your ass hit a growth spurt talking about 4'11". That's shit.
Yeah.
That's a midget.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was wilding. I was wilding in high school. And then, but yeah, that shit just transferred into, like, my everyday life now. So, especially with music, I'm overly competitive. And then, I mean, I respect everybody, so it's not like I'm better than you, whatever the case may be. I respect everybody's pen. But I just know what I'm capable of, and it's probably because of my work ethic from, you know, when I was a shorty. So,
with such an ultimate confidence, well, what's the goal? What you trying to obtain? You know what I'm saying? You already feel like you're the best, so what you trying to get to?
Taking over the world.
You want the accolades?
The accolades would be cool. Honestly, I just want to. I'm really into. When I really look at if I step back, right, and I look at, like, the grand scheme of my master plan with music, what I really want to do is change the landscape of music to where I feel like it's already trending to now because of the rap beefs. Like, I'm really into, like, nostalgic shit, like those classic rap battles, like Jadakiss, Beanie Sigel, Nas, Jay-Z, you know what I mean, that type of shit. Really lyrical, miracle type shit, niggas would call it. I like shit like that, and I feel like that's where we heading.
That's the part.
I feel like everybody putting music out, and I feel like everybody's coming back out. Like A$AP Rocky got an album now. YG doing a new album. Pusha T, the Clips doing a new album.
Pusha T doing another album?
Yeah, nigga, the Clips, both of them.
They doing another album?
Yeah, nigga, it's time. They doing another album.
That's gonna be.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
So you see a lot of niggas like.
Gonna sell that bitch $100 a pop on sweat.
And I don't know if it's just because of the shit that happened with Dot and Drake, but I can see, like, that. It's like the bar was kind of, like, raised again.
I think that's
because we was getting hit with the music, and then that shit just kind of was like, oh no, you niggas got to rap now, type shit. So I'm looking forward to it. But that's kind of like how I want shit to go, right? Like, if it's not me producing the content, I at least want to be part of that mission. You know what I mean? To be like, all right, we elevating the bar in music of niggas that's coming out. Cause you'll sit there and you'll listen to niggas' music, and I'm not gonna name drop or whatever the case may be, and you be like, how are these niggas?
Oh, I name drop. Migos, they started off hot on Shorty, but
it was cool.
After that straight on shit, I was like, I'm finna give me a pen and a notebook on Shorty.
Yeah, you look at it and be like, yo, this shit crazy.
Don't not get straight. I got a bigger message than that on Shorty. I just gotta sit down.
Shit get straight and it's straight, nigga.
On Shorty.
But yeah, So I mean, I would say it's far more less talented writers than the Migos. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
and I even respect Quavo for
Now
even
just
entertaining the beat.
because they good entertainers overall.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
But just don't know get straight but straight.
I would say, like, if I were to name drop, I would say an artist that I don't really think has a strong pen but got that recognition was 6ix9ine. Well, I mean, yeah.
6ix9ine.
I would say 6ix9ine for sure.
He was actually talented though.
You think so? I thought that nigga was behind the camera. He was talented.
He had some talent.
I ain't never.
Is that what it is behind him? Behind him? Yeah, because I always see him perform.
He was a cameraman before.
I always see him performing, but he always came off as talented to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
So anybody can go viral, but to hold it, you gotta have some type of talent.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta have some type of
and I don't feel like a lot of people
be a fan of the talent on short, but
who holds it though?
You gotta have some.
The Migos hold it though, so that Migos don't count it.
Yeah.
The Migos hold it. 6ix9ine out. Blueface is probably on his way out. Think about it though. You gotta have some type of talent, but you also, it just has to be that after that.
Yeah.
It can't be because you wiped up somebody or you always fighting or you starting beefs.
Well, I think Blueface
niggas do that
is because it's just the one thing I love about music. I love when I listen to when I press next on my shit and the next song sound totally different from the last song.
Oh, for sure.
Or the next artist sound totally different from the last artist.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So like I might not be a fan of everything Blueface released, but I done heard some shit where like, damn, that's Blueface. Oh, sure, just certain beats, certain way, you know what I'm saying? That's why music is probably one of the most subjective conversations you could ever have.
Yeah, my nigga. You know that shit crazy as hell, man. Do it every time. Can't live without it though.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Fact.
When you doing music, is it ever a time, you know what I'm saying, where you're paying attention, like you said how the Drake and Kendrick thing raised the bar. Do you pay attention to what's trending, and do you ever try to incorporate that into what you got going on? And
I'd say so, yeah. I pay attention to the sound, I think, more so than the content.
Like,
I think the sounds are
radio waves, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Like, so really for me, I don't like just hopping on bandwagons. I always like give it a little minute. Like if I see everybody doing this, I'm never the one to be like, damn, we gotta do this now. Like I'm usually like, I'm gonna let that shit rock because that ain't me. And then like eventually, like if I end up liking how shit is progressing and I see like, you know, worth in it or whatever the case may be, then I mean, I might dibble and dabble or entertain. Maybe try to do a collab, maybe work with some artists, maybe just work with the sound from the producer or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's about it. That's about as far as I go with that shit though. I hate jumping on bandwagons. Like,
yeah, for sure. I'll be the same way. I'm so bad with that shit. I don't even buy mics when like people like, oh, them mics coming out. I'm like, I never wear the same. Everybody got the same shoe on and the same function. Like I could never.
It'd be bad too.
Even if I like the shoe, I gotta wait until I just catch that motherfucker.
Yeah, like the gallery department wave, and I like gallery department, but everybody was in gallery department. Like everybody just in the spot with gallery department. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
So what I wanted to know is if it's something that you could talk about your management situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is how did you get into it? Do you feel like it's a plus in your career for anybody who may be listening or watching? Do you recommend they get and find themselves a situation, or what has it overall been like for you?
I'm enjoying it. Like they family. To be honest with you, my cousin in New York. That's actually my cousin. He kind of was. He heard my shit a few times and was like, "Nah, I'm a pass" type shit.
Your cousin.
Yeah. Nigga, man. Little ass nigga.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so my cousin in New York and shit kind of heard my shit, was like, yeah, you know, it's cool, but whatever the case may be. It wasn't until he seen me really take a leap and really start investing in myself and shit like that. And he was like, oh, no, this nigga serious. So then he asked his mans, he played some music for his mans and shit. My mans, Heavy, out in New York too. These Queens niggas, by the way. He is an A&R for Timeless Music Entertainment. Timeless Music is ran by Birdman Zoe.
Yeah, I think I heard
out there. Yeah, Birdman Zoe, and you know they kind of manage internet money. They managing Internet Money. Internet Money is the producer collective that work with Kodak, Rich the Kid, Uzi, Playboy Cardi, just anybody you can think of. Lil Tecca, all them niggas. So when you hear Internet Money, you know Lemonade.
Yeah.
That song with Don Toliver. That's Internet Money, Don Toliver. So nonetheless, these people are tied to the industry. They got connections. And then my cousin Heavy is also Smoke Dizz's cousin. Or my cousin, my manager Heavy is Smoke Dizz's cousin. Smoke Dizz is another artist I used to listen to back in the day. Currency, Smoke Dizzle, Wiz the Kid, Jesus Christ, Wiz Khalifa. I'm trying to think of all the smoker rappers. Fucking, I can't even think, but you get the idea, right? You know what I'm saying? So back in the day when we was on that type time. So, obviously using them, they put me in a different situation, see what they can do with the content, see what they can do with the music, and shit been love. It's been family vibes. It's mob ties now. It's lit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So is that something that you would recommend for other artists, not necessarily your situation, but if they you know what I'm saying, are able to find themselves in one?
I would say you can't just jump into management without that trust factor. I would say trust is definitely more valuable than just the love or the idea of you just wanting management. Like you want somebody to manage you. A lot of times they're gonna ask you, okay, what am I managing? Like you got content because they not specifically just gonna invest in you. You know what I mean?
And that's what a lot of artists be thinking.
They be thinking like niggas just gonna pump money into me, take me to the studio and shit like that. It's like nah, a lot of shit you gotta do on your own. And then when you look back at it, sometimes you like, do I even need a manager if I'm doing it on my own? Like you just need a person who's serious enough to leverage your content. Or put you in, you know what I mean, certain rooms with some niggas, right? Like I know so and so, we don't have to do this to where they need this much budget. We could do it like this. He's gonna do it as a favor. He's gonna be a discount. You know what I mean, shit like that. So obviously when you want to manage, you need somebody who's savvy and you need somebody who's connected. Otherwise, the fuck you need a manager for? They can just get on TikTok and manage yourself at that point.
YouTube University.
Exactly. But if you got a lot going on, it's a lot of moving parts, then it's beneficial. I mean, so that's what it is.
For anyone who may be listening or watching this or seeing you for the first time, what project would you point them to? What song? What video? What reel? All of them. And why all of them?
I'm fucking around. Specifically, my favorite project. This was post-COVID. This is coming out of COVID. Since we was in the crib locked in so fucking much, I did my Midwest Mamba series where I did 24 songs in total. It was like a tribute to Kobe Bryant, his passing. 8 songs a piece. So it was that 8 and 24 aspect of it. And my nigga, I went in because there's 3 different projects, but it's like 3 different type of styles. Like I got the bar dominant boom bap shit on Midwest Mamba 1. Midwest Mamba 2 is melodic. It's like, I threw some singers in there. I threw some, just harmonies. I was harmonizing. It was crazy. And then Midwest Mamba 3 was just like this in conclusion, this grand finale. Like I'm here, I've emerged, whatever the case may be. I'm the Midwest Mamba. I even got that shit tatted on me now. So
come on, man.
Yeah. I'm the Kobe Bryant of the Midwest and shit.
I know about all that, man.
Well,
I'm usually, I just took everything down because I remodeled, but Kobe.
It is what it is, though. It's set in stone. Don't nobody call themselves that. I mean, so if you ever hear somebody say that, you know where they got it
I
from.
just fuck with them all. That's my favorite basketball player.
That's a fact. Same. Same.
So that's dope, man. That's dope. What I want to ask you before you got up out of here, man, I want to know, are you familiar with anything that's currently going on in Haiti? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of headlines talking about it's like the most dangerous place in the world right now, something like that. You getting into any of this?
I mean, I would say I've been a few times. Well, I think I've only been back once since like the earthquake that happened that, really just shook up the whole, you dig. But But yeah, so when you get into politics, you can't really do a lot of, how could I say this? You can't really, especially with Haiti. It's different because Haiti has been Haiti's been fucked like by the world, like ever since the revolution.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Ever since Haiti won their independence, or stripped their independence from France, this has been fucked, like politically. I mean, France owes them 25 billion plus.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have America always meddling in politics, right? So you see shit where presidents get assassinated in Haiti, or America has influenced Haiti to put a puppet in office to help mitigate a lot of that, a lot of the laws and shit there. So it's very weird. Now it's very gun dominant in Haiti and shit, where it wasn't really the case. There's a lot of gangs, which was the case initially, because to fend for your own people, protect yourself type shit, and then it turned into something a little bit more radical and political. Which I always feel like America is always meddling in other
Oh
countries'
yeah.
politics. So, um, to answer your question, I do follow a lot, and I feel like a lot of that is other countries pulling strings
Mm-hmm.
in Haiti, right? Case in point, Haiti has Haiti has like a mountain full of one of like the finest like elements and like anything you could think of, like the finest elements in fucking like natural resources is like uranium.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Uranium. I can't. I'm not pronouncing it properly. There's a mountain made out of that. So yeah, other countries like mining it because this shit produces so much energy for other elements like light,
Mm-hmm.
solar. Like it's doing so much. So you got other countries. When I say other countries, I mean America. Yeah, America. You know what I mean? It's taking shit. Um, as you can imagine, the shit that happened in Congo or any other country for that matter, America is always front and center and dealing with a lot of, a lot of shit, which is it's not a coincidence, but
So is it like what's the vibes? Is it any animosity? Is it knowing everything that you know, but you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
you're technically, I don't know if you consider yourself an American, but
But yeah, I'm definitely an American. I mean, everything I know, it ain't like I'm about to storm the Capitol or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I mean, you do what you can. I mean, I got family back at the crib, and it's just, I guess you do what you can. Like I mean, it's fucked up to say. Like niggas is put in a situation where we always feel like, shit, we just gotta do it. It is what it is, type shit. Even here in America, you
Right.
grow up.
That's what I said. I
It's
definitely
like
understand what you're talking about.
high housing prices.
Sure.
Like you got like your house ain't worth much. But the next house is, and if you black, you're not getting certain type of loans, and it's just like it is what it is. Like you make do, or you try to move around that, which is unfortunate, and we shouldn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't like we could just revolt without, unifying ourselves. And that seems to be the issue. Like, niggas ain't really together. Which,
Yeah. That's all. We'd be some danger if that wasn't the case.
man, I'm telling you, man.
Man,
It is what it is, though.
so let's talk about right now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Looking up what's out right now. You know what I'm saying? What's out right now? What's spinning? What's hot?
Yeah, so like I said, I dropped things I should have said a little while back, a few months ago. The first quarter, I want to say, I can't think of the exact date. Um, and I had a very great response for things I should have said. Like everybody loves it. Everybody I've ever played it for loves it. Industry folks love it. So I decided to put it on vinyl, so it could be a timeless piece for people. Um, so I wanted to have it for the event tomorrow at Hugh, but they still in production, so there's a little production hiccup. So I gotta wait, and it's coming overseas. It's coming from like France. So there's that with the vinyls. Tomorrow at Hugh, I'm doing a things I should have said live event where I'll perform a lot of the tracks. I got two DJs spinning. My DJ Z Solo, and DJ Kit Kat. They both gonna be spinning there. It's gonna be a vibe. We got like over 100 people coming. from 7 to 10. Um, make sure y'all get there on time. There's that. I'm working on a few new projects. I got a joint project with ASO. I got a joint project with Don Seville. I got Read the Room coming out this quarter, or I'm gonna try to do it as quickly as possible to wrap up the quarter. That's gonna be another project. I got a lot of projects. I got a lot. I don't ever stop writing. I don't ever stop recording for real.
Real quick before we get up out of it,
Yeah.
talk to me about the type of preparation that goes into an event like tomorrow.
Man, shit, just it's a lot. So I got my own DJ. Like he DJ my shows and shit like that. When I perform. And
But you
type of
got
preparation. Honestly, you know what? I do. Yeah, I got two DJs. The DJ,
DJs be getting into it. You gotta be careful, Joe.
I know. Yeah,
spinning on his set.
It's all family though. Like niggas know that when they come for a common purpose. When I put my name on some shit,
Facts.
I don't want no goofy shit. Like I don't even play that. Like I don't play that. So it ain't never gonna be that. Anytime I put on an event, be clean. Like we don't be doing none of that shit. I mean, niggas have a little pistol or whatever the case may be, but niggas know to leave it where they gotta leave it or whatever the case. Don't come to the part. We here for the greater good. Yeah, I mean, real shit. Like I throw pool parties. Don't come in. Like I threw that shit on the flyer. Like don't come in with that bullshit because we got them too. Like and it's probably more of us than it is you. So it's that type of shit that you have to not really hit niggas with, but just explain to niggas like, this is what we coming to do. Fuck all that other shit. So for tomorrow, a lot of the preparation really comes to like just networking. Like I've been able to network, like my DJ's DJing. He from New York. I met him here though. You know what I mean? And a lot of the relationships that I got with the people, the person who hit me up about the day. She asked me to come do a children's event where I couldn't curse, like come perform in front of kids. She asked me to come do a lot, and I asked her to be in my video. Boom, that's a networking type shit. Like, the other DJ, that's my homie's girl. She started DJing. She DJed Celeste. She DJed at the Hoxton. She DJed at the Virgin Hotel. Whatever. Cool. Boom. That's these connections I made. So I just leverage my resources. That's the type of preparation niggas need to understand. When they outside, you're not just outside as an artist to just be, this entity everybody come up to and shake hands, take pictures with and shit like that. That ain't the goal. You're really creating a community and establishing a foundation. You're really putting your name out there in the city. Like, all right, cool, I'm stamping this shit. I'm plugged, like for real, my nigga. So
for sure.
Yeah.
I think we'll end on this question.
Yes,
just talk to me about some ways that you promote yourself, to people who may not know or heard you before. How do you get your name out there?
Oh, man. This is what, honestly, I feel like this is probably like my more weaker points of, my whole like music journey. Like, a lot of what I've been doing is trying to focus on like being a better marketer. I've never really been good at marketing. I've always been the person like, I don't give a fuck. Like, because I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. Right? But I've always been super polite. People know about me. People know of me and shit like that. People see me, whatever the case may be. But a lot of people still don't know, like, oh, this nigga he really nice with the music. So what I've been doing, especially now, is just been putting myself front and center. Like, all my reels, I either promote, add ads afterwards of doing the initial algorithm rollout. Collab posting, doing a lot of marketing, calling a lot of people, talking to a lot of radio folks. Like I was out with some people at WGCI at what was it? My DJ asked me to come out with them. There's radio friends and shit like that. Just meet and greet, talk to them niggas, whatever the case may be. Even though I don't really listen to the radio. Same shit with Power 92. One of my homegirls, Bria Banks. She a personality up there, shit like that. Really just leveraging the amount of resources niggas got. I think I don't like asking for shit, and I'm not one to. And I definitely don't beg. I don't give a fuck. So because of that, that's kind of been a hindrance. But I really been coming out of my shell as a lady and being like, can we put together a project? Can we do something together? And you know it'll be beneficial for you as well as me. So I always act like so it don't seem like I'm just begging or some shit. You know what I mean? So
For sure.
that's what I've been doing.
Both getting something up out of it.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate you coming through, sharing your story and your time, man. If you could, let the people know where they can find you on social media, the music, the art, where they can work with you, all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Once again, it's your boy Danny Twelvetree. 12 for short. 12 on all social media. Google me, my nigga. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. That's just my slogan. But no realness though. Yeah, 12 on everything. I'm chilling with your boy 290 Mo. We on the west side. Whether we having a time. Yeah, that's it.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes, sir.
In a minute, gang.
We out. Just say like that.